When Travis Kelce discusses Taylor Swift's gift for Kylie Kelce's 33rd birthday on his podcast, Jason Kelce reacts in shock. Jason and Travis Kelce had a humorous and unexpected moment when Travis made a major error on Tuesday, March 25th, on an episode of the Kelce Brothers podcast, New Heights. It all began when Travis Kelce enthusiastically discussed the birthday present Taylor Swift sent to Kylie Kelce, her sister-in-law, on her 33rd birthday. Travis claims that Taylor gave Jason and Kylie a stroller for their unborn child. However, Travis unintentionally mixed up the terms wheelchair and stroller while speaking. Kylie received a wheelchair from Taylor for the upcoming baby, Travis stated. Jason Kelce, who is renowned for his forceful and vocal manner, was taken aback for a few seconds before retaliating brutally. His lips dropped open in surprise as he glanced at his brother. "A what?" asked Jason. Travis recognized his error immediately. However, rather than quickly correcting himself, he laughed out loud at Jason's response. "Oh, sorry, I mean a stroller," said Travis. "God," I said it incorrectly. Unable to believe what he was hearing, Jason placed his hands on his head and shook his head. "Oh my God, Travis. Did you just mention that Taylor gave a newborn infant a wheelchair? Are you aware of what you did just now?" "I just got the word." "Wrong," Travis said with an uneasy laugh. "I was referring to a stroller. Man, it's obviously a stroller." "I swear if this news gets out, Taylor will never forgive you," Jason said, leaning back in his chair, slapping his forehead and laughing aloud without forgetting to gently reprimand him. "Imagine that everyone believes Taylor Swift gave my newborn a wheelchair. God, it's actually Travis." Hey, don't make a big deal out of my slip of the tongue," Travis said, laughing along and attempting to defend himself. "Call it a mistake that can be forgiven." Eventually, the brothers started laughing, and Travis's terrible yet hilarious error made the podcast listeners chuckle as well. Fans couldn't stop talking about the Kelce boys' sweet and innocent demeanor, and the video swiftly became one of the most shared on New Heights. One commenter was quick to weigh in, stating, "Taylor Swift's gift was undoubtedly a meaningful gesture to Kylie and the Kelce family, even though Travis made a small mistake." Most significantly, Jason had yet another unforgettable tale to tell, his naughty younger brother for years to come. Next, the Kelce brothers discussed the death of Kylie Kelce's cherished dog, Baloo. The environment became oddly silent when Jason's voice abruptly fell while the two were laughing. The Kelce brothers did not joke around or laugh. Rather, it was a poignant moment when Jason Kelce revealed for the first time the death of his wife, Kylie Kelce's cherished puppy, Baloo. When Jason mentioned Baloo, the dog who had been a part of the family from the start, his voice trailed off. "Baloo was more than just a canine. He was a member of the family," Jason remarked, remorse shining in his eyes. "The days Baloo would patiently sit next to me while I watched the tape after each game, the mornings Kylie would get up early and cuddle Baloo on the couch, and the way my kids would play with him." Travis Kelce couldn't speak. He initially tried to remain composed. However, Travis's eyes began to well up with tears when Jason told him about the last time Kylie gave Baloo a hug before she left forever. "Damn, Jay," Travis said, his voice breaking. He dropped his head and wiped away the tears that were streaming down his cheeks. Those that listen to the podcast are aware of Travis's strength. However, this instance reveals a different aspect of him, a devoted family brother, someone who is constantly devoted to Jason and all that his brother values. "We are males," replied Travis. "This is readily surmountable. Hey, Jason, listen to Kylie. I believe this will make her very unhappy." "Yes, Kylie," Jason replied. "That day, she was unable to contain her tears. She was going to give birth, which scared me a lot. This happened when I felt totally insecure." Travis responded, "Jason, hurry up. Please give Kylie a lot of support and care. I take it that you're a powerful man?" Jason answered, "I will do it," with a contemplative expression. "She made an effort to walk this morning and stop thinking about that depressing thing." "Oh, that's good," said Travis. "I have an idea, Jason. Do you think we should acquire Kylie another dog to help her cope with her sadness?" "Oh, that won't work," Jason remarked with a heavy shake of his head. "We're really busy getting ready to welcome the baby. We will be too busy to care for another dog." "I'm sorry to hear about Baloo," stated Travis. "I recall my initial encounter with him. Despite his size, he was incredibly kind and amiable. Everyone was usually amused by his adorable foolishness." "Yes," Jason replied. "When we informed the children that Baloo was leaving, our oldest daughter Ellie responded, "Oh, he'll get to see Winnie again," Kylie wrote on Instagram. "They will be overjoyed to meet one another." That gave us a great deal of comfort. "Children have such a special way of looking at things," remarked Travis. "Their optimism and innocence teach us a lot." "Yes," Jason replied. "Baloo always wanted his favorite food and to be petted. He was a straightforward dog who made our family happy. Even though it's devastating, we know he led a contented and loving life." "I think Baloo and Winnie are running around together somewhere, content and unrestrained," Travis remarked. "We will have happy recollections of them forever." "Travis, thank you. Our family and friends' support really helped us get through this," Jason stated. "Family supports one another in both good and difficult times. Remember, you are not alone in this loss," Travis remarked. After that, the Kelce brothers held a silent moment in Baloo's honor. With a gentle yet earnest tone, Jason remarked, "We were so fortunate to have Baloo in our lives. It was one of the few times in New Heights that family comes before athletics, when two powerful men don't hesitate to be vulnerable, and when supporters feel that their hearts are always with their families and their devoted four-legged friends, regardless of how famous they are. Rob Gronkowski and Julian Edelman are prepared." During a recent episode of their podcast, Dudes on Dudes, the former NFL players agreed that Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce ought to have a child. Earlier this month, Edelman, 38, said, "That would be a great kid. The kid would be performing, having 8 catches a game and then doing the halftime show," Gronkowski, 35, conjectured. "Probably sooner," Edelman predicted when the former tight end stated on the March 6th recording that this could happen in about 24 years. "Taylor was on the scene when she was like 13, the former wide receiver clarified. "Their kid would be like 14 in college," Gronkowski retorted. "Because he is so intelligent, he is just outperforming middle school. When he becomes 18, he will be in the league and will sing and perform during halftime." "Dang, if that's the case, they have to have a kid," he continued. "I'm dreaming big for the couple's future child, from collaborating on a quote line to having a song go viral on TikTok," Edelman added. Swift, 35, and Kelce began dating in the summer of 2023. Although the two have not discussed their future plans for a family in public, Edelman and Gronkowski are not the first to advocate for their conception. Harrison Butker, a tight end for the Kansas City Chiefs, spoke candidly with EWTN News in March 2024 about his aspirations for the couple to be married and have children. 8 months later, Swift gained notoriety for taking a cute picture of Kariah Gordon's baby daughter, another wag. On the Steam Room podcast in February, Kelce's friend Adam Lethko remembered how the pop star swooned over pictures of his child when they first met at an MLB game. His brother Jason Kelce and his expectant wife Kylie Kelce are expecting their 4th daughter, and Kelce is already an uncle to 3 nieces. From the start of his romance with Swift, the sportsman has made casual remarks about parenting. When talking about lab-grown NBA players on New Heights in March 2024, Travis not only stated that he couldn't wait to effing make one, but he also told viewers on Are You Smarter Than a Celebrity that November that having a baby would make him smarter. "Man, that's all I had to do to become brilliant," the Catching Kelce alumnus joked. It was doubtful that the Kansas City Chiefs would be able to restock their pass-catching options in time to advance to the next 3 Super Bowl games when they dealt standout receiver Tyreek Hill to the Miami Dolphins in 2022. But that's exactly what occurred, thanks in part to Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes' talent, and in part to some roster magic the front office conjured up. At the time of the Chiefs' trade of Hill to the AFC rival Dolphins, Mahomes had already won 1 Super Bowl.